Hello, everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Kamen Rider X8 review for you today. This is the prototype Mighty Action X Gashat. Basically, this was given away as a promotional item if you bought either the driver or one of the Gashicon weapons on the 19th of November. That's when the promotion started and pretty much ended almost immediately. I was lucky enough to get one of these from HLJ. As you can see, it is primarily purple in color. It was kind of a Gashapon or Candy Toy release because you had to connect this plastic piece up here yourself, and you had to apply the stickers yourself. It also did not come with batteries. All the deluxe ones come with batteries already installed, and you just kind of pull the plastic thing out. This one you had to supply your own batteries. You can also tell it's kind of a little bit cheaper because all the bottom part plastic is the same color. Usually on like a deluxe release, kind of the handle here would kind of be black and the button would be black. But this one is all this kind of plum purple color. But it's still pretty nice. I really like the sticker. Getting in a little bit closer, you can see still a pretty nice quality sticker. Once applied, it stays nicely. Mighty Action X there. So I like that a lot. Taking a look on the back, you can see very similar, just bringing in the normal one. Here is the normal Mighty Action X. Looks very similar as far as this piece goes. Zooming back out here and just showing these two next to each other, you can see what I mean, how this bottom part, the handle and the button, are black, where everything else is pink, and this is just solid purple everywhere. You can see the stickers are very similar, obviously just different colors. Kind of a darker tone for this one, but otherwise very similar. So just cycling through the sounds. Actually is the only sound. This one, on when you're just cycling through here, does not have the kind of win or lose sound. So to bring this back in, you can hear that that's almost identical to this. And then if you hit it again, it has the kind of win or lose sound, but this one does not have that. So that's the only sound you can really get out of this thing on its own. I mean, you can manipulate the buttons if you want to, but we'll go ahead and we'll use the driver for that. It does have a QR code on the back for the Gamba Rising game, and this is where you would put 3 LR44 watch batteries. You need 3, and you put them right in that panel there. But yeah, overall, I think it looks good. So let's go ahead and check out the sounds it makes with the driver. Alright, so go ahead and get transformed here. So there's your level 1 transformation, pretty much the same as any Gashat. So you can see the transformation jingle is slightly different than the normal Mighty Action X Gashat. If you were to go ahead and use this as a level 3, so the level 3 sounds are pretty similar to the normal level 2 sounds, but they are in there, so that's cool. Just for fun, I thought I would do Shakariki Sports, since that's the one he primarily uses. So there he is, transforming into level 3 with Shakuriki Sports. So pretty much all the sounds you would need are there. Really, so far, the only thing we're missing is the kind of win or lose sounds when you're just playing with it by itself. Checking it out with the Kimawaza slot holder. So it's similar to the sounds that the normal Mighty Action X makes, but the normal Mighty Action X makes kind of a grander, more exciting. Like it says the same phrase, but the sound effects are a lot less dramatic. Just to show you what I mean. You get a lot more grander, more fun sound with that one. Whereas with this one, just kind of a very lame kind of explosion sound. Trying this out with one of the Gashat weapons. So I think it's weird that it makes the sound and then it makes the kind of pulsating sound like it's going to do the critical finish, but then it doesn't. It just kind of does that same boring explosion sound again. So that's kind of weird. I'm wondering if it's because it's a candy toy, version of this thing, and maybe these don't have as many sounds in them as deluxe versions do, so maybe they don't have the critical finish. But it is weird that it kind of gets ready and does the kind of pulsating like it's ready to do it, but then doesn't. So I'm wondering if maybe this is going to have some kind of special functionality with the bug visor, which just came out. I just don't have that yet, so I can't take a look at that. But I'm wondering if that's going to have some kind of functionality with that makes sense as to why it doesn't say critical finish. I'm not sure yet, so we'll have to wait and see once the bug visor comes in what the deal with that is. But I think it's weird that it doesn't have the critical finish sound, at least with the normal Gashat weapons. So I'm definitely excited to have the prototype Mighty Action X Gashat. It's kind of weird that it's not being released normally in the DX line. I have to assume that that's because it is very similar to the normal Mighty Action X Gashat. If you missed out on it, I wouldn't feel too bad. Honestly, I don't think it's that amazing. I do like it, and I'm glad I have it, but it is pretty similar to the original Mighty Action X. I mean, yes, it is what Genmu uses to transform, and it's his primary, Gashat. But the sounds are not a whole lot different, and it definitely doesn't have the critical finish sound in it. The sound that it makes with the critical strike is far less exciting than the one that the Mighty Action X Gashat makes. So, like, as a completist, I'm glad I have it because I definitely want Genmu's transformation Gashat. But I have to believe that the reason they're not adding it in the normal DX line is because it just really is similar to this as far as the sounds that it contains inside. Obviously, the outside, the sticker, the color scheme, definitely different. But when it comes to the transformation sounds and the attack sounds, it's actually very similar. But I mean, that makes sense. That's kind of what they're going for in the premise of the show. So I understand why that is. But I just, if you got one as part of the promotion, then I think it's fun to have. I certainly would not go on eBay and track this down for, over $30 or something. Like, I mean, a normal Gashat is usually in the area of 12 to 15, depending on conversion rate, and then there's shipping involved and things like that. But I certainly wouldn't pay like $100 for this or anything like that. I really don't think it's worth all that. I don't know if they're going to do a deluxe version later on, maybe a premium Bandai or something like that. This may be it, or maybe they'll just be like a Gashapon or Candy Toy line later on, and it'll show back up then. Only time will tell with that. I'm really not sure about that, but I think it's fun to have, but I certainly wouldn't go pay astronomical prices for it on eBay because it just doesn't have a ton of new functionality that this one doesn't already have. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd like to hear your opinions. What do you think of this thing? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's different enough from the original to warrant going on a crazy hunt for it? So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed. Aha! He doesn't want to stand. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the prototype Mighty Action X Gashat from Kamen Rider X-Aid, and thank you guys so much for watching.